So I did a video last week about good and bad luck and whether it actually exists or not, or whether things just happen because that's the way they do. And people agreed with me that things happen just because there's nothing to interfere with it. But they also said that some of the things which I described do account towards being bad luck. There is no other explanation for it. But then again, people pointed out by saying, if I had bad luck, then surely the law of averages there should be due some good luck. Well, that didn't turn out to be the case, really. As you can see, I'm recording this week's video a bit late, and also doing it in a different place to where I normally do it. Probably with a different kind of quality as well, because I am doing this on my iPad for reasons which I'll go into in a minute. So it was about a week or so since I did my last video. And I was trying to be optimistic and look forward to things. And over the last week, I have been hired to edit a 4-hour wedding video for some friends of mine, which I did. It took me a very long time to do, but I got it all done. But I think I might have pushed my MacBook to the breaking point, because literally within 2 hours of me finishing the whole edit and burning it onto DVD, my hard drive on my MacBook spectacularly failed on me. And therefore I lost pretty much everything I'd done. Luckily I'd already finished it and put it on DVD by that point. I've had a few hard drives crash on me in the past, so I have I put it upon myself to back everything up, and luckily I managed to restore around 75% of all my programs, except for one in particular. And in accordance to the laws of YouTube, I cannot really go on about this too much. So I'll have to talk in kind of, I would say you'll have to read between the lines to work out what I'm saying. You know what they say happens to a mirror when an ugly person looks into it? Well, I do a lot of my video editing on an mirror ugly person version of Final Cut Pro, until I start being paid properly for doing videos for people. I can't afford to use a real copy of it. I have to use ugly person mirror version. However, in the crash I lost it. It's gone. And I can't find another mirror ugly person version of it. So if anyone out there can help me, that would be great. But anyway, on that was my first bit of bad news that happened. My first sense of bad luck, if you will. Then next day, my wheelchair, which broke last week, decided to break again this week. However, I have to get my hand up. My wheelchair has a tilt mechanism on it, So if you have the seat flat like this, it can go up and it can go down to just deal with gradients when you go down slopes, I suppose. But however, when it's up past a certain angle, the speed of it will lock, and it will just lock to the slowest speed possible. For some reason, it just went in. It was in the up position, and then the tilt mechanism broke, and it wouldn't come back down. So therefore, I couldn't speed up or slow down or anything. So I've had to wait around in the house for the last couple of days until I got it fixed. Now, again, that might be just down to certain circumstances. But you know, it sounds an awful lot like more bad luck. I've had lots of things. Since it's been tilted up, if I drop something on the floor, I can't bend over and pick it up because I'm too high up. 2 days ago, I dropped my electric razor on the floor, and the heads all went all over the place. And I knew where they were. They were on the floor, and I could see them, but I couldn't pick them up. And then this morning, when the carers were around, one of them said, "Oh, I'm just gonna run a broom through quickly for you." And while doing that, they swept up this bit of plastic before I had a chance to say anything, and they've thrown it away. So that's just cost me another 16 quid to get that replaced. So you see what I mean? I seem to be having what I would call bad luck. I'm gonna try and finish the video now. I'm sorry it's been a bit wonky all over the place with camera angles, so the camera keeps moving and stuff. And it isn't edited very well because, like I say, I'm doing this on my iPad, and to be fair, it's not very good. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll all be back next week. If anyone can get me a new copy of Final Cut Pro, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much.